Hello and welcome to Midday Update. Coming up are the headlines for the day. Joint Oman-Iran Communiqué underscores economic partnership, security and stability. No monkeypox case recorded in Oman. Sri Lanka PM discusses new budget economic plans with stakeholders. Monkeypox, health officials assess response as cases spread. India signs investment incentive agreement to boost US investment in key sectors. Flamingos step up Vidal interest. Colombian striker Borja on River Plate radar. Those were the headlines. We'll take a short commercial break and we'll be back with the local stories for the day. Stay tuned.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Looking for that ease of living in this beautiful country? Watch our weekly show Tea Talk every Wednesday at 8 p.m. where we'll be discussing latest news, updates, and what's buzzing on the social media.
Welcome back now for the local stories for the day. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq and Dr. Ibrahim Raisi, President of the Islamic Republic of Iran, have reaffirmed the positive role of the private sector in augmenting the volume of investments and commercial exchange. They also laid emphasis on the significance of exerting more efforts to establish security and stability in the region and the world at large. This was stated in a communiqué issued on the occasion of the visit of President Raisi to the Sultanate of Oman. The communiqué reads as follows. In response to a fraternal invitation from His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, Dr. Ibrahim Raisi, President of the Islamic Republic of Iran, made an official visit to the Sultanate of Oman on Monday, 23 May 2022. The visit stems from historically deep-rooted relations between Oman and Iran. It bolsters the already strong bilateral relations and reiterates mutual appreciation and respect between the leaderships of the two countries and their people, based on tenets of religion and ties of fraternity and good neighborliness. A session of official talks was held by His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq and Dr. Ibrahim Raisi, President of the Islamic Republic of Iran. The talks explored vistas of cooperation, bilateral relations, and means of developing them in various spheres, notably commercial exchange and investment. They touched on coordination about areas of interest to the two countries. The two leaders expressed their satisfaction with the level of existing cooperation and they decided to open up channels for new economic partnership. The two leaders also expressed their delight over the high level of concord among the joint cooperation committees and they issued directives for the committees to convene on a regular basis. His Majesty the Sultan and the Iranian President underscored the positive role of the private sector in both countries to enhance joint activities, hoping that these activities will augment the rate of investment and trade exchange. The two leaders welcomed the signing of agreements and memoranda of understanding to streamline cooperation in the fields of investment, sports, agriculture, fisheries, livestock, maritime transport, ports, logistics, oil and gas. His Majesty the Sultan and the Iranian presidents also discussed a number of regional and international issues of common concern. They expressed their satisfaction with the outcome of existing political consultation and coordination at various fronts. The two leaders called for exerting more efforts to maintain regional and international security and stability in the region and the world at large. They recommended coordination between the two sides at regional and international events about issues of relevance to security and stability in the region and the world. His Majesty the Sultan valued the policy of expanded, interactive, and constructive interaction that stems from fundamentals of Iranian policy credited to the Iranian President and his government, as well as the policy of openness towards all countries, notably neighboring states. He said that this approach leads to the establishment of positive relations based on mutual respect, cooperation, and good neighborliness that bring about an exchange of economic, commercial, and cultural benefits, while at the same time contributing to the consolidation of pillars of security and stability in the region. The two sides underlined the need to curb all forms of terrorism and extremism. At the conclusion of the visit, the Iranian president voiced his thanks to His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, his government and the people of the Sultanate of Oman for the warm welcome and hospitality accorded to him. The Iranian president extended an invitation to His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq to visit the Islamic Republic of Iran. The invitation was ardently welcomed by His Majesty the Sultan. No monkeypox case has been recorded in the Sultanate of Oman so far. The Sultanate of Oman confirms that no suspected or confirmed case of monkeypox has been detected so far, and that it constantly monitors the epidemiological situation and is fully prepared to deal with it, Oman News Agency said in a statement. With that, we'll take a short break and we'll be back with the international and sports stories for the day. Stay tuned.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Looking for that ease of living in this beautiful country? Watch our weekly show Tea Talk every Wednesday at 8 p.m, where we'll be discussing latest news, updates, and what's buzzing on the social media.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the international stories. Amid the economic crisis in Sri Lanka, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe discussed new budgets and future economic plans during a meeting with the representatives from the Chamber of Commerce, the Treasury and economic advisors at his office on Monday. During the meeting with the representatives, the Sri Lankan Prime Minister highlighted that a new budget would be introduced in the country which would help in the reduction of the capital significantly. According to Wickremesinghe, the saved money would be used for welfare programs. The Sri Lankan Prime Minister gave emphasis on the fact that an economic policy framework would be included in the constitution that enshrines the economic rights of the country. Further, Wickremesinghe expressed concerns that the food shortage will not only affect Sri Lanka, but will also have a negative impact on the global markets as well. However, he added that the Sri Lankan government was trying to minimize the impact of the shortages. The Sri Lankan Prime Minister even proposed a Treasury plan to undertake structural reforms based on a competitive social market economy. In addition, Wickremesinghe gave his nod to the recommendation of digitalizing the process of distributing relief to the people. He stated that he would be reviewing the criteria for those who would be eligible for welfare. The recent rise in monkeypox cases in Europe and in other parts of the world has left health officials searching for a strategy on how to best deal with the disease and whether it constitutes a major risk to public well-being. Almost 20 countries around the world where monkeypox is not endemic have reported outbreaks of the virus. There have been well over 100 confirmed or suspected cases of the virus. German Health Minister Karl Lauterbach said Monday he is working with public health body Robert Koch Institute to draw up isolation and quarantine recommendations. So far, 4 cases of the virus have been confirmed in Germany. Vice President of the German Medical Association, Frank Ulrich Montgomery, brought up the possibility of vaccinating younger people against pox. He told sources that he was not surprised by the outbreak, saying such occurrences make the spread of this type of virus more common. While he said that monkeypox will only have a mild effect on most people, it's important that the infected are quickly isolated so that we can break the chain of infection. The World Health Organization also called the spread of monkeypox a containable situation, with WHO official Rosamund Lewis saying there is no evidence the virus has mutated. Meanwhile, the UK Health Security Agency said on Monday that it had detected 36 additional cases of monkeypox in England. This brings the total number of confirmed cases since the outbreak began in the UK to 56. Foreign Secretary Vinay Quatra and Chief Executive Officer of the U.S. International Development Finance Corporation or DFC, Scott Nathan, on Monday signed an Investment Incentive Agreement or IIA which will pave a path to strengthen and promote DFC's investments in India in key sectors. The signing of the agreement comes on the sidelines of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's two-day visit to Tokyo, Japan, where he interacted with top Japanese business leaders and discussed various reforms being undertaken to enable ease of doing business in India. Earlier, Prime Minister Modi participated in a roundtable meeting with top CEOs of over 30 Japanese companies in Tokyo, Japan, and invited the leaders to join India's Make in India for the World campaign. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister appreciated NEC's role in India's telecommunications sector, especially in undertaking Chennai, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Kochi Lakshadweep Islands OFC projects. And now for the sports stories. Flamengo are in advanced talks to sign veteran midfielder Arturo Vidal, according to Brazilian media reports. Vidal is set to leave San Siro in the summer, and the 35-year-old is being touted as a possible replacement for Andreas Pereira, whose loan spell from Manchester United expires in June. Sources reported that Boca Juniors and several clubs in Mexico are also interested in the former Barcelona, Bayern Munich and Juventus player. Vidal has been regularly linked to Flamengo in recent years, having posted several photos on social media wearing the Rio de Janeiro club's shirt. The Chile international made 41 appearances for Inter across all competitions this season, scoring 2 goals and providing 4 assists. River Plate are interested in signing Colombia international striker Miguel Borja, according to Argentine media reports. The 29-year-old is contracted to Colombia outfit Junior FC until December 2023, but could be tempted to leave in July, sources reported on Monday. It added that the Buenos Aires Giants view Borja as an ideal replacement for Julian Alvarez, who will join Manchester City in July. Borja, who has been capped 27 times for Colombia's national team, has scored 15 goals in 21 outings across all competitions for Junior this year. River have also been linked with New York City FC and Argentina under 23rd forward Valentin Castellanos. Those are a few of the local, international and sports stories for the day. For more updates, stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.